Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ninjas, wherever you are. This is our first broadcast of the new year. Welcome to 2017. And today, we're going to talk about a tale as old as time. Yep, I know it's a Beauty and the Beast sort of analogy, but it's the webinar versus the webcast. Oh my God, I'm the webinar versus webcast. I am asked, hey, what's the difference between a webinar and a webcast? Or hey, why don't we just do this as a WebEx?
Oh, come on, man.
I'm going insane over this. This is the number one thing that all of you ninjas are supposed to know. You are digital media experts. Or maybe you're logging on today because you want to learn about digital media and how people are using it. Key, all right? Webcast. Basically, one-to-many, ability to have video and slides and polling, maybe bring in a couple other presenters, but it is a one-to-many broadcast, right? It's a webcast. 2, a webinar, point blank, just to go over this. A webinar is like a WebEx. I want to have 10, 15 people. We want to collaborate on some slides. I want to have everyone on the phone, oh my God. Or, via the web using VoIP. But the bottom line, that's a webinar. Oh, it's a good way to communicate and a good way to, work on some slides or demo something if you're looking to raise money with a VC or something. But it's not a broadcast. Then there's 2 other things that are brought into this family. It used to only be webinar versus webcast. How do we do it? Now we have to talk about pure broadcast. We're going to call this about social streaming. We're going to get into that today. Social streaming. But social streaming to me is, hey, I'm doing an event and I want to broadcast it to YouTube Live, Facebook Live. I don't want to just do a Periscope. I want to do a Periscope producer. What does that mean? Taking RTMP, taking multiple cameras into a Twitter feed. That's the stuff that gets me excited. How do we now take our normal content that was webcast, then it was webinar, now it's social streaming, or just I like to call it broadcasting now. And then the last area, or the last 2 areas to talk about, and we will cover today, is the hybrid. When do you take a physical event and a virtual event and make it together? And then the last area, and we're actually going to have a show on this on its own, is OTT. Why can't I take that social broadcast and deliver it to the televisions? And you can. But without any further ado, let me introduce you to my co-host, live from New York, weighing in at a whopping 180 in totally good shape, Ivan Schlachter.
Hey, ninjas! Hey, listen, I'm sitting at home listening to this compelling broadcast by Ben, and I had to call in because I have so much to contribute about this topic and about this tale as old as time.
Well, I have no idea what you're talking about. Bottom line, you're here. And this is the battle, man. It's a battle out there. Ninjas have to understand when you're talking to your clients, when you're thinking of doing, using the right wording, using the right product, and using the product for the right use case. Again, you can't take a square peg and put it in a round hole.
It won't fit.
If you try to do a WebEx, and we use the term WebEx, like I use the word tissue. Tissue is a brand.
Yeah.
It's a cotton, I don't know what it's a piece
Oh,
of...
you said, I'm going to go get a Kleenex.
A
Well, maybe
Kleenex,
you don't have
right.
toilet paper.
It's exactly right. Everyone uses the word, I will need a Kleenex. It's a tissue. Right? A WebEx to me is a webinar. GoToMeeting,
right.
WebEx, Uber conference, Join Me, freeconference.call.com has it too. Incredible products, and you should look at all those products. But really, they're collaboration tools, Ivan.
Yeah.
It's a great place to go and plan our webcast.
That's right.
But it is not the place to do your webcast. Don't try to do a WebEx for 1,000 people using not so good quality video. Here's the key. Besides the use case of a webinar, which is about collaboration and looking at a slide and doing desktop share, here's the key. A webcast allows you to bring professional video in. And what I mean by professional video, as my phone rings during a live broadcast, but what I mean by professional video is actually being able to take in switched video into the program and not just have to use, yes, use the magic words, not just use, a webcam, right? Not just use a VCU. This is the key. I want to be able to use higher end production values in my webcast. Not only, I can't do audio only in my webcast, but it's about using higher production values in it. And a webcast allows me to do that.
That's
and
true.
especially in
Yes.
today's world, Ivan, with HTML5, we now have the ability to take a broadcast, deliver it to all devices and everything.
On your mobile
That's
devices.
the key.
Love
Whatever
it.
you are,
No apps
pushing
anymore.
slides, polling your audience, getting audience interaction, complete registration, not just first name and invite. You want to open an event or keep it private, whether you want to do it, like we always say, behind a firewall, Ivan, or outside the firewall.
Outside, inside.
It's a webcast.
Yes.
Incredible for marketing events.
Love
Again, not the perfect tool if I want to take a broadcast, right? I'm doing an award show. I'm doing a press conference where
a
now I
webcast,
don't need
right.
the slide window. I might want to
Thousands of
cut
them.
slides into it.
That's right. Yep.
But I want to be able to do a live
It's one to
broadcast.
many. One to many.
to an unlimited number. Maybe I'll bring other people in to interview them.
Sure.
Skype them in, Blue Jeans them in, Zoom them
But
in.
it's not so collaborative as a webinar.
It's not as collaborative as a webinar. It's not as collaborative with the slides as a webcast. That's when we go to a broadcast. We call it the social streams. You got to think there is a case to do social streams. Sometimes you want to take something and go internal. Sometimes you want to take things and go external. Sometimes you want to blow it out. And that's where we go with the hybrid. Sometimes you want to take a program
really
and you
important.
want to hybrid it. We have a physical audience. How do we deliver something that's happening at a physical event and make it virtual and make it interactive?
This is very important when you're feeling out the customers to showcase the correct technology that they may or may not be interested in.
And then, of course, my favorite term, OTT. We're going to go over that in a lot of broadcasts this year. But OTT, over the top, just so you know. Traditionally, there was television, terrestrial. Then there was cable, OTTs, everything on top of it. Being able to deliver your content. Yes, all of you can deliver your content to Roku's, Amazon, Fire's, Apple TVs, Samsung Smart TVs. Broadcast your technology out there. But today, started this as the webinar versus the webcast. To me, webinar, collaboration, small group. That's it, bottom line. Remember that, collaboration, small group.
Webinar, collaboration.
And a webcast, Ivan, what's a webcast?
One to many.
But with interactivity, though.
Maybe hundreds. A webcast could be thousands.
Right, but you also can push slides, you can do polling,
That's
you
right.
can
You
take
can
questions. A webcast should have interactivity, especially when we talk about it for the enterprise.
Interactivity, but not collaboration.
And production values.
You need
Remember,
production values.
use production values. Good in is going to be good out. And so let's just recap this really quick. There's webinars. There's a great place for you to go to meetings, the WebExes, and all those out there.
Absolutely.
But do not think of them as broadcast tools.
You can't.
And a webcast, incredible technology. Broadcast me next to my slides, do some polling, maybe roll in a video, incredible reporting, customized registration, customized branding. But I'm really doing the webcast to bring you to a location, right? And then when we talk about social broadcasting, I'm not bringing you to a location. I'm going to go where you're watching it. I don't care if you're watching it on Twitter. I don't care if you're watching it on Facebook. I don't care if you're watching it on YouTube. Like we deliver all of these programs to. And again, it's about reaching the masses. It's an incredible marketing opportunity. It's an incredible opinion leader opportunity. It's an incredible social opportunity. But remember that. But they're not the same. All three are using a little bit different technologies. All three cost differently on the spectrum.
That's true.
And then the fourth area which you mentioned was sort of the hybrid and the OTT. How can I take the stuff I'm normally doing and broadcast it to televisions? And that's where it's going. But the bottom line, and I know I got really excited about this, you got to go out there and create content. You got to get the content in the hands of your audience.
Most important thing.
And you got to do stuff that are live and then has a shelf life for on demand.
Yes.
And also think about how do I make little movie trailers to get people excited to watch this. And again, webinar versus webcast, don't want to hear it anymore. Come on. It's not a WebEx. It is a collaboration technology that you're going to do. There's a great place for it, and I'm a big fan, and I'm probably on 8 of them a day, and they're incredible. But it's not a broadcast technology. Don't try to make it your broadcast technology. And a webcast, man, that's what it's all about. It's about doing a broadcast to my audience and having the interactivity that you want and the reporting you want. Be able to bring VCU feeds in. Be able to interact with my audience. Be able to do it behind a firewall. Be able to do it outside the firewall.
Yes. And it's all about composing content. So we need to start. It all spawns out from the composing of the content.
Incredible, Ivan.
Yes.
Incredible. And then, again, don't forget broadcast, because this is the year of broadcast. We just came from Vegas, Ivan and I, where we did a webcast internally, and then we basically took that same technology, the same product, and we sent it out to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and embedded it in web pages.
Yes.
Again, so the masses could watch
Snappy
it.
TV.
Yep.
And Snappy TV as well.
So there's all different ways.
many
And over this year, right? This year, our second season, yes, we've been brought back for a second season. I know a lot of you are surprised, but for the second season, we're going to go in depth on more ways to deliver technology, streaming, more ways to reach your audience, more ROI reasons. And at the end of the day, it's all about one thing: creating really good content that your audience wants. Don't make it didactic. Make it compelling. Make it shareable if it needs to be. Make it private if it needs to be.
Yes.
But think about your content and think about your audience. And from Ivan and Ben, you know what, Ivan? I'm going to let you take us home.
Guys, 2017 is going to be a big year. Thank you for joining us again, season 2. So keep growing, keep learning, and create that content.
Don't you love our new set? We're out of here.